ADHD versus autism. Is my child autistic? Is my child ADHD? The difference in the name is because of a difference in the symptoms. So ADHD is the talk and think kind. Other children can make a fool out of them and get their things done through the ADHD kid. Hello everybody, welcome once again, Sashakt Empowering Lives channel. This is RAJNI Singh here and we talk about everything related to autism parenting on this channel so that you can effectively raise your kid with autism. So, a lot of times I get this question, ADHD versus autism. Is my child autistic? Is my child ADHD? What is the difference? So today's topic is the difference of ADHD and autism. So basically, they're both they're both a part of the umbrella term of developmental delays. So if you look at developmental delays, it has a lot of subparts. Starts with PDD, pervasive developmental delay. Sometimes doctors will give that diagnosis. The child has PDD, pervasive developmental delay. That means the overall development is delayed. That's the only diagnosis they give. Then it becomes PDD-NOS. That's the next diagnosis that you get. That's pervasive developmental delay, not otherwise specified, NOS. What that means is that we don't know what it is, but it's a delay. That's the fancy name for we don't know what it is, but it's a delay. PDD-NOS. After that, GDD, Global Developmental Delay. So if you go for an autism testing before 5 years of age, they will give you a GDD diagnosis. They're all under the umbrella term of developmental delays. Going forward, you have ASD. That's autism spectrum disorder. I don't like the word disorder, but yeah, autism spectrum. Going forward is ADD, attention deficit disorder. Then ADHD, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. Okay, cut the D everywhere. Yeah, guys, but it's attention deficit and hyperactivity. Autism spectrum, right? ASADH, okay, D, yeah. Then learning challenges, dyslexia, dysgraphia, dyscalculia, where the child doesn't have any other problem, no memory issue. No, memory issues are there. No social issues, no behavioral, not so much. Language, not so much. Mostly the reading, writing bit, the spellings bit, the retrieval bit, forming a mental image, comprehension, mathematics, calculation errors, inverting letters. So that's the learning challenges or learning difficulties, LD as we know it popularly. So going forward is the slow learner, where everything else is okay, but will take 3 times the effort, 5 times the effort and learn very slowly and will forget. Memory will be a big problem, but not reversing the letters. But okay, going forward will be, like I said, slow learners. So this entire gamut, okay, these names given to different conditions, they fall under the developmental delay. Okay, that the umbrella term is developmental delay, starting from pervasive developmental delay right up to the slow learners and everything in between. Now, as you saw, those are the various names given to different conditions. The difference in the name is because of a difference in the symptoms. ADHD and ASD, very similar, they're like cousins, okay? But some features are very distinct. ADHD will be either hyperactive to the extent that, oh my God, will not sit at a place, will jump like a bouncy ball all over the place. You can't hold them. It's exhausting. They're jumping on the sofas. They can't focus. They can't concentrate. They speak too fast. Yeah. I guess you have figured out who the ADHD here is. They speak too fast. They have too much of energy in them. Yeah. They don't have a problem with language. No, they don't. They can formulate complex, meaningful sentences. They can talk back and forth. They have a huge problem with social skills. Yeah. So it's like a Rajni going and telling her boss, "Good afternoon, boss." And he ensures that he makes life miserable for her for coming and reminding him that he came late. That's not what you do to your boss. And it took me one second to realize this. Way back, I was, I think, 21, 22. Yeah, very young and, we do those summer jobs and all, that kind of thing. But yeah, I did that, yeah. Social skills, big problem. To remember that if I don't have anything to do with this woman, I still say hi to her because she's standing. And very innocently, just come there and talk to the other one because I had to talk to her. And just leave without even saying a hi to the other one. And then wondering, why is she angry with me? What else? You barged into a conversation. They're talking. You don't mind saying, "Excuse me." You just go talk to who you want to talk to and you walk away. How rude is that? Yeah? Classic ADHD feature. They have huge problems with social skills. They get into a fight every now and everywhere. The impulsivity, the impulse control is so massively missing with ADHD. I think I had about 21 or 22 accidents. Yeah. Of course, before I got married. After that, my husband put a governor in the vehicle and the accident wasn't possible only because the vehicle, no matter what I do to the accelerator, it won't go up. Okay, that was the intervention technique that he put in there. But yeah, 21 or 22, minor, thank God for that. So I'm alive, but sometimes I broke my ankle, my wrist, my elbow, something. Oh my God, I was too accident prone. Why? Because brain is racing all the time. And since I didn't have a diagnosis way back when I was a kid, my parents didn't know not to give me a two-wheeler. So it's a miracle I didn't land up in a head-on collision and die. But yeah, impulse control is a big issue. We have to teach them impulse control. There are two kinds of people: think and talk and think. So ADHD is the talk and think kinds. Okay. Lots of problems with academics. ADHD. Lots of problems with academics. No problem with language. No problem with English. So when I say problems with academics, no problems with English. Problems with math. Okay, math. Because math requires calculation. Problems with physics. Because that requires a mental picture to be formed in the head, which doesn't happen. Which requires the teacher to do absolutely practical stuff and show it to them. That's ADHD for me. A lot of people resort to medication for ADHD, which is really a very, very bad thing to do. I would say it is a choice, but it's the poorest of choices available. Very bad choice to make. Because medicine will have side effects and it will lower down the speed of the brain, but it will also lower down the ability to learn. Now, these are the descriptive features of ADHD. They will lose their keys all the time. They will keep things and forget where they kept. Yeah, because there are 20 things going on in the head simultaneously. They're fantastic multitaskers. I can do 5 things all at the same time. And I do them well. Because my brain can move so quickly these places. Yeah. Generally don't get fatigued. When my level of activity at age 47, 48 now almost, 3 months less, is what it is for my age. It's super high, but I don't get fatigued. Yeah, so we naturally people with lot of energy. There's another kind of ADHD where they're sluggish, very sluggish. They will not move. That's the other variant. Extremely lazy and sluggish. Yeah, but the majority of them are like what you can see, like doing 4 offline events in 1 month, week after week after week after week, and then realizing everybody's dropping out of exhaustion and thinking, what just happened to them? What's wrong with them? I'm going to the office the next day. Why? Because we have that kind of stored up energy. Yeah. Now, as opposed to this, talking about ASD. ASD, you have a massive problem with speech and language. A, the articulation issues, children who have articulation issues. B, the language issues. So even when children can completely pronounce the word and everything and sing shloks and sing bhajan and songs and complex lyrics and everything and mantras, yeah. But to be able to put one word behind the other to form in a meaningful way, that which is not rote, is a big issue. So they struggle with it. So we have to teach it to them step by step, slowly. That's what we do at Sashakt Empowering Lives. We have a myriad of programs where there is a program on behavior correction, program on speech and language development, program on social skills development, program on academic skills development, yeah, and life skills development. Okay, by the way, ADHD, life skills, no problem. ASD, life skills, is a problem because they get prompt dependent and parents continue to provide the prompt thinking they'll not be able to do it. Yeah, so that's another one. Academics, ADHD will have a problem, ASD will have a problem. Both of them will have a problem. ADHD may not have problem with comprehension. Yeah, they can read and they will understand, unless of course there's hyperlexia, in which case comprehension will also be compromised. But mostly no. But ASD, huge problem with comprehension because it is language understanding issue, speaking and understanding issue. Comprehension, written format is the same as comprehension of heard stuff. So heard is, and the only difference is heard is when someone's talking and reading is when it's written. That's the only difference. So ASD overall will have a higher amount of problems as compared to ADHD. The challenge is slightly more. Behaviors are a big one. Behaviors are a big one with ADHD also. Like they'll go and beat up somebody. Yeah. But they'll back it up with language. But they'll always have a problem. They always get into trouble. Anybody can, make them ride the high horse and get their agendas met by shooting on the ADHD child's shoulder. Yeah. Keeping the gun on ADHD child's shoulder and shooting. Yeah. So what I mean to say by this little modified language is that buddhu ban jate hain. They become a fool. Okay. Other children can make a fool out of them and get their things done through the ADHD kid. Same with ASD. When they are very high functioning, same. If they are very on the lower side of the functioning, then other children cannot misuse them because they are so lost in their own world and they will not do the things, and it will take a very long time and effort for the regular children to explain what they want. But for the high functioning, one sentence and it's done. So give this rose to that girl, yeah, without realizing what happens thereafter. Both the ADHD and ASD will give the rose to the girl and then get beaten up for it, yeah, because the others will not own up that I sent it. So behaviors, both of them will struggle. Language, only ASD will struggle. Academics, both of them will struggle. Social skills, both of them will struggle. Life skills, only ASD will struggle. ADHD will not struggle with life skills. They are fantastic life skills. Yeah. So this is a broad explanation of, and of course, sensory disintegration. Sensory issues, ASD will struggle more. ADHD, may also struggle, but not so much. Very little. But ASD, very high. Yeah. So this is a broad differentiation between ADHD and ASD. Sometimes children have ADHD plus ASD, like in my JS case. Both are there. So the hyperactivity is also there, which of course can be toned down over the years with effort, not an overnight journey. So if you are a parent who's found value in this video and wants to know how to tone down these, how to get the best for their child, how to help their child grow and succeed in life, well, we do a lot of stuff. Okay, we have books, we have books as in workbooks for children. The link can be found in the description box below. We do Instagram and YouTube live every Tuesday at 7 to 7:30 p.m. The link again in the description. And we do the Autism Masterclass. Please subscribe to it. The link again is given in the description. That is on every Fridays, 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. And if this content is meaningful to you, like, subscribe, share, notify, and I will see you another time. May each give you.